Hey Internet, welcome to the end of Saturday. Hope your weekend has been going really well, and by that I mean I hope your weekend has been going really well. As you might have noticed in some of the other videos, I am I'm in the process of thinking sometimes when a sort of thought I switch mid sentence, and if you listen very closely, some of my sentences in English or other languages are grammatically incorrect. So that's sort of what I was doing there. In any case, I hope your weekend is going well, that you enjoyed your Saturday. Today, as you may have noticed, it's a little bit darker than usual. That's because we have waited until 9:23 in order to make the second video. But not all is lost. We've had a very good day here in Paris. Spent the day with one of classmates, sort of hanging out in Paris, and it sort of just got me thinking about this concept that's sort of come up over and over and over again in talking with different people in my program, and that is sort of just sorry, that might have been loud. It's just, I guess, the idea of having other people who are in the process of LTC learning to code, and just having a community of others who are working towards, some level of technical skill. And I think for me, this is like hit home particularly true, even in the program that I did before coming to Paris, the 1 month long program in JavaScript. And I think for me, it was just that I had been interested in and wanting to start sort of down this official path to learn to code. However, it was like really frightening to do that, and it was sort of the decision of giving up consulting, giving up traditional work, traditional path towards success, and giving up some level of financial security, at least in the short term, was really, really frightening. And sort of when I talked to my family and my friends around this idea of learning to code, although they were really supportive around me learning to code, it's not something that they could immediately relate to. However, when I joined the program online learning JavaScript, there was all of a sudden dozens, if not hundreds, of people sort of pursuing the same singular path of being more technical. And although I think there are a variety of ways that you can become more technical, it was just really, really refreshing to have other people in your space, in your day-to-day interactions who are interested in learning to code. I think that feeling of community and of potentially belonging to some degree, or at least having a commonality, is even more true for the in-person bootcamp that I'm doing. And I think whether it was hanging out with my friend today or just in some of the other conversations I've had with my batchmates, it's just really nice to have other people to talk to about code, about the struggles of LTC learning to code, about problem sets and things where you're getting stuck, things that you find easy, if there are things that you find easy, things that you find hard, even some of the human dynamics of different batchmates or in the buddy system, pair coding, some stuff that comes up that isn't necessarily related to code per se, but just sort of the process of learning to code, at least in the way that we're experiencing it. And I think again, this is one of the ideas that isn't particular to LTC learning to code, but just I think it really does make a difference when learning to code to have other people in your life who are going along that process, who have gone through that process of learning to code and its many potential forms, right, of becoming more technical, of learning to code, of learning code itself, of learning programming languages. But I think just the fact that it's hard is tough, and having one or more other people in your life, or even just in interactions within your life, who have some level or some ability to relate, I think is super, super useful. So in this video, we just wanted to sort of talk about and emphasize the value of having people, a community of people or a group of people, maybe even just one person who can relate to the struggle, the ups and downs of LTC learning to code. Talked a little bit about my experience both before coming to Paris and after, while I'm here, and how I've had conversations with my classmates, my batchmates, whatever you want to call them, my peers around LTC. As per usual, on the weekend you can hear kids playing and speaking French in the background. Sorry if that bothers you. Also, you may notice we got a new mic. Hopefully it makes at least a little bit of a difference, but it was a real struggle to sort of obtain the proper equipment, or at least an upgraded version of equipment. So let us know if you think it makes at all a difference, positive or negative. The last thing we want to say in closing, before literally the lights go out, or the light goes out, natural or otherwise, is just what do you feel about LTC, learning to code, and finding other people who you can relate to within the pursuit of becoming more technical? Have you struggled with this? Have you found it easy? Sort of what has worked for you, what hasn't? Were there moments where just having other people, finding other people who were going through the journey or had gone through the journey, did that make a difference? If not, like, where are you looking? What do you sort of think about this whole broader question of interhuman contact who have contextually relevant experience to the LTC journey or something like that? I know I said lastly before, but feel free to give comments, criticism, feedback in the comment section below, through our website, wherever you feel like doing that, on the form that's linked here in the about page or the description section, whatever it's called. We love hearing from you, we love interacting with you, and hope to see you again later. Sorry, lastly, about the lighting, and because it's sort of the sound issues, stuff we're working on, but wanted to try and be consistent around recording 1 or 2 videos every day, even if it's late. Also tried using the natural light the room light, and that was bad. So anyway, all right, we won't leave you in the dark anymore. We'll try to, I don't actually know how that works. In any case, we're gonna stop talking because I think that's the best approach. But have a good Saturday night, and we will see you again soon. Okay, bye.